Dum dum ba-da-da-dum ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Oh, I love music. I love it, I love it, I love it. Almost as much as I love Minecraft. Hello, 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 travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGardo1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual. And I'm very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. We are diving back into the world of Galabor, my friends, where the BUTN project is in full swing with the big dig. Whoa, now watch out, dude. That was kind of cool. I love that with the spear we can just run through the enemies and they get run through. That is so darn fun. Anyway, once again, welcome back everybody to Guardian Studios. I am JGardo1, your host, guide, and your humble bard. And we're getting back into the swing of things with the Big Dig, the first major phase of the base underground transportation network. Basically, it takes the idea of having an underground passageway from between all my bases and scales it up a little bit. The idea is that there is a hub at coordinates 0, 0 in the underground, with an entrance up at the surface. And down here, we have 4 massive tunnels going off in the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. Now, all those tunnels will connect into the mines of every single base that we are going to build. If a base is off to the far side away from the tunnel, we will set up a branch at that area that we can use as our means of getting to that base from the BUTN system. And yes, it is legitimately called the BUTN system. That's what I have taken to calling it. The Base Underground Transportation System, or Network System. It's not exactly a new kind of idea. I have had this same kind of idea before. Lots of Minecrafters do the same kind of thing. But we're going to be doing it on a massive scale because a lot of our bases are thousands of blocks apart. So this project could take me a long time to work on. It could potentially take me a long time to work on. But I enjoy the work, so I'm good with that. Zum bum ba da da dum, did da da dum ba da da dum, bum bum ba da da dum bum, ba da 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 dum. Now, if I had the technical know-how to be able to do this in an automatic capacity, believe me, I probably would. Like, if there was a way to simply build a TNT machine that would dig this tunnel for me, I'd be seriously tempted to use that. Because I would love to be able to dig this tunnel a bit faster. Hey, Ryan! Good to see you, my dude. How you doing? Doing alright? I hope so, man. I hope you're doing real good. I also hope the same for everybody else watching, whether you're watching live or otherwise. And if you are watching live but you're not chatting, hey, feel free to chat if you want to. Uh-huh. I thought I saw some diamonds earlier. Let's go grab those real quick. Whoops! Wrong pick. I've been trying to stick to using my Silk Touch pick for this whole project. That way ores get picked up as ore blocks rather than breaking down into the valuable stuff. When it breaks down into the valuable stuff, it takes up a lot more space a lot quicker. To answer your question, Ryan, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Just working away at the BUTN project. Wishing the Mojang had done such a thing as add tools that can dig bigger tunnels. Or redstone contraptions that can dig tunnels for you. Hey, I told you you'd do it, my man. I told you. I told you you'd get that number soon. Congrats, my man. Oh crud, I'm running out of torches and charcoal. Might need to go I might need to go make some charcoal or get some charcoal from the surface. Yeah, let's do that. And as for the project, how's it going? It's going pretty well. The project is, of course, going to be a little slow, because this is vanilla Minecraft tunnel digging, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Yep, I said you'd hit it before. I said you'd hit it by the weekend, and I was right. You do good quality work, my man. You deserve to get those subscribers. I mean, I would not be against it, but I don't exactly have a bunch of extra gear right now to spread around. You gonna send what now? Oh wow, that'd be... Oh man. I have got to get this tunnel dug though. I know it'd be faster to dig through the nether and set up a nether portal network, but the problem is nether portals themselves are tricky, finicky pains in my neck. Anytime I try to fiddle around with nether portals, I get a headache. Because they never want to work the way they should. Plus, the nether is... I just have this mental... I have this in my head block against the nether. I don't like it. Wait, seriously? Thanks, Ryan? I'm a little confused what he means by that. Oh, no. I was trying to pull out one bundle. No! Don't put the bundle in there, you pain in my neck! Stinking game. Every now and then, it annoys me. But the rest of the time, it's way too much fun to be that annoyed. Oh, right. The Silk Touch pick does not have, it doesn't have, mending. Up we go! Woo-hoo! I love that. I can hear Marshmallow out there making his little chirps. Alright, so what was I gonna do? What did I come up here for? I forget. What was I coming up here for? Charcoal! That's what it was. I was coming up here to get fuel for torches. I was coming up to get stuff for torches. Man, I can't believe I went blank like that. Actually, I can believe it. I can believe it. That's kind of typical me. The number of times I have gone totally blank on something. There are times where I will go blank on something somebody told me like 5 minutes ago. Somebody will tell me something, 5 minutes will pass, I'll have done other things, and then I come back and I'm like, what was it you told me you wanted me to do? Brain fog. I like that term. I like that terminology. I will be borrowing that. Yeah, it's pretty much that. I pretty much, on occasion, get brain fog, and it is not fun. It is not fun. Because when it does happen, it drives me crazy. Alright, if all of these have 4 charcoal, we will have 2 stacks of charcoal to add to our inventory soon. What's the proper term of it? Okay. I mean, I've only ever heard of it being referred to as having a brain fart. Which is a little weird, but it makes you chuckle, doesn't it? It makes you chuckle. Or at least it always used to make me chuckle. I may soon have to make more bundles because I'm starting to run out. That is the most obvious play on that, the most obvious joke, but I love it. That was quick, Ryan. That was quick. Wow. Oh, I love that. That was good. That was very good, my dude. Thank you for saying that. I needed that. Oh, every now and then we need a little laughter in our days. It's part of what you call catharsis. It's a legit thing. It's part of why, back in the days of ancient Greece, it's why playwrights and people like that, poets and such, they often would make their stuff be emotionally... They would make it so that there was a lot of emotion to it, if they could. Because there was a deal back then that people understood catharsis was something people really needed now and then. Sometimes you need a moment to sit there and let your emotions just play. Brain both gained brain cells. If I had $1 for every time that kind of thing has happened to me, well, it'd break the economy. And if you think I'm kidding, oh no. I have had brain fog stuff happen like that. And I've had, yeah. It, it's fun until it ain't. Anyway. Alright, restock of our charcoal complete. Let's go restock our sticks. And then we'll get on with more digging. How's my mansion? Oh, good golly. I am loving this. You know, when I wasn't able to stream because I was so busy with real life, I missed this. I missed being in the chat, on the stream, talking and having a good time. I missed it. More, I think, than I realized. Oh no! You just fell off your bed. Oh no! Aw, thank you. Appreciate that. Honestly, the fact that people missed my streams, that... Every time I hear about that, whenever I have to be away for a little bit, I end up just being so touched by that. The idea that someone enjoyed my streams enough to miss my streams, that makes me smile. Alright, we are back down in the underground. Headed back over to Project BUTN. And here we go. Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to know when someone actually enjoys your content. Man, and to think my plan is to try to make this tunnel go way thousands of blocks out there. I am definitely going to need a lot of gold for powered rails and a ton of redstone. Not to mention a ton of packed ice. Which, funny enough, the first base we're going to be connecting, which is the only other base I have right now, compared to Hobbit's Cove, is Snowdrift, where there is a lot of ice, not too far away. Thank goodness for that, right? I still don't like those cave sounds. Why does the game have those random cave sounds that pop in every now and then? Mojang, why? Why are those a thing? Answer me. Answer me that. Explain to me how realistic that is. Now I can understand random stalagmites dropping, or stalactites cracking, or something like that. But those other sounds that play specifically for Minecraft are weird. Yeah, I can imagine that feels nice. I really want to get to a point where I'm doing even more streams than I was before. If I can. Get to a point where I'm doing a lot of streaming a lot of the time. But all of it for fun. True! True. This tunnel's got to start off being around 6,000 blocks, so that somewhere along that path we can align a branch to aim for Snowdrift's mines. It's going to be a little irritating, but gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, that's kind of funny. I get it. Wordplay. I would rather see a Minecraft creeper than anything else. If I were underground, I would rather see a Minecraft creeper. At least then I know what I'm dealing with. Probably be a very unfortunate way to go, though. Whoop! I'm thinking if I could just keep on going the whole length that I probably need to go, I'd probably dig 10,000 blocks out. Now, if I had a tool that could dig that kind of tunnel quickly, oh my goodness, I would be doing it. I guess at some point we may have to take a break from the BUTN project to go to the Nether. For no other reason than to go find a bastion and hope that we can get a netherite upgrade from it. Because, thinking on it, I need to upgrade my pickaxes. Not to mention my axe and shovel and all that. Mostly my pickaxe and my shovel. Uh-oh. For some reason, I didn't realize we'd already run out of inventory. I was in the zone. Severely in the zone. I love the lighting down here when the torches get placed nowadays. It's a lot... It's not as harsh of a light. It's soothing on the eyes almost. Of course, it seems to depend on where and when you place the torch, but still. Hello, Sergio Vasquez. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you are returning. Hey, wait a second. Where did I put my water? Oh, there it is. Hang on one second, guys. Gotta get my water. Even if we are in the middle of January, when it's cold and wintry in the U.S., still gotta make sure I'm drinking water. Dehydration is still a potential problem, even during the winter months. You know, I almost wonder, if we dig this tunnel out to 5x5 or 7x7, is there a risk of the tunnel breaking through into the deep dark above us? Wherever there might be deep dark above us? I have no idea. It's a thought that just came to me that makes me a little nervous, to be entirely honest with you. I don't know why I'm doing this when I can't even pick anything up. Dimwit. If only there was a way. I'd have to be playing in Java to be able to set up anything like that. I was just thinking, if only there was a way to set up a stasis chamber to get me from point A back to base in an instant. But that would require wireless redstone, and for the chunks in which the stasis chamber is placed to remain loaded even when I'm not there. Which, that's not actually possible, to my knowledge. I could be wrong. It might be possible, in spite of the chunk unloading. Someone, somewhere, told me once that if you use an ender pearl in a stasis chamber, that ender pearl keeps that chunk loaded. So if you set up some kind of a timer or a daylight sensor, when the timer goes off, when the daylight sensor triggers it, the stasis chamber would bring you back, regardless of where you were in the overworld. But it would have to be in the overworld. I don't know if that's accurate. If it is, that might be a nice way to set up an emergency return system if you're out traveling throughout the world. But I don't know if that's a legit thing. I'm extremely skeptical about if it is legitimate. But it would be kind of cool if it was legit. Because then that would mean technically we do have a way to warp back to a specific place at a specific time. We just have to get the timing for the activation right. But then that opens up a whole other can of worms. that should be a good start to organizing that. Now, let's go get back to work. I'm tempted to start digging out a side to this tunnel along the lower layer and then get some rails with hopper carts on it and send them along the rail to pick up anything that falls on that side. Alternatively, you could always bring an army of allays down here, but I doubt that would work out good. Dum 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 dum. Come on. Yeah, this is gonna take a long time. I forgot how lengthy these kinds of projects become. It's kind of irritating. Question for people. Does anybody know if there are free add-ons, mind you, that can add stuff to help me collect things or mine this tunnel a little easier without having to resort to shulker boxes or have to go to the end or the nether necessarily? If you do, let me know, because I could really use those resources. You could turn them on for projects like this and then turn them back off when those projects are done. And we are mining, we're mining, we're mining. Ow! No! No! What? Where did that come from? Oh, we got a cave. We finally dug through a cave. Get lost, you pain in my neck. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Ugh. You know, you could be right, Ryan. Lay off, darn it! Stinking zombies. Okay, now I'm getting annoyed at these guys. Not as close as I was expecting, but it turns out there was one. Ooh. Well, that's some interesting loot. Nice. Very nice. Alright, let's go find our tunnel again. Yeah, it's a good thing that you said something, or I may not have bothered to look. Let's take this loot back to the Hobbit's Cove mine chests. We'll drop it off there. There are times when I wish some of the Java Edition mods that are out there were available as add-ons here on Bedrock. You know it? One mod in particular would make all of what I have to do here so much easier. Create. The Create mod. It is an incredible mod. If you guys ever played Java Edition, try it out if you're not already using it. It is incredible. Could make a train machine that would go through that would dig through this underground like nobody's business. If only. Yeah, I definitely need to double check what add-ons are available and see if there's any that can give me an easier time digging these tunnels, because this is a long stinking tunnel and it's going to take a long time to dig it. I got to go at least 6,000 blocks out to be sure I'm going to be able to get the branches I need for what I'm going to be doing. That's sad. Hmm. Hmm. What? There was a creeper? What's a Where? Where was it? Oh. Got him. That kind of spooked me. That creeper deciding to sneak up on and hiss at me. That spooked me pretty bad. Was not expecting that. Hey, no feek! No feek! Good to see you again, my friend! No, I have just, well, at one point I was, and then I just got really, really busy. Over the last few weeks, last month or two. That's kind of what the situation has been. At one point I got ill, and then I just got busy, and then I kept being too busy to do as much of the streaming as I wanted to do. But I am back, and getting back into the swing of things. You know, I kind of understand why they made it so that there is a gradual loss of potency in the spear's charging attack. But does anybody else feel like they should have made it so there was some way to make it so you could hold the charge indefinitely at full potency? I kind of feel like they should have done that. Did I? How'd I inspire you, Nofeek? Did you do some kind of hobbit hole or something? That'd be my first guess for how I would have inspired you. Oh, no, don't do that. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but... Okay, so that is apparently a deep lava pool. Creepers, when you can catch them with the spear, are no longer so much of a threat. I like it. I like that. I like that you can render them not so threatening. Oh, we've been here before. Apparently, we've been to this spot before. Nice! Getting all achievements? That's a lot of achievements you've already gotten. That's pretty cool. Ah. So, in honor of me, you made a warden with my name that can't despawn. Neat! I'm honored. And flattered. Uh-oh. Got him! That's actually very fun. Ow. That wasn't so fun. Well, when you finish all the achievements, you're gonna stop playing Minecraft? Why? You're not gonna, like, permanently stop, are you? Are you saying you're just gonna stop until there are more achievements to go for again? A question for anybody who's fiddled around with Bedrock add-ons. Is there one that gives you like a backpack or anything for carrying more stuff. Again, I'm at that point where I'm thinking I may need to make use of add-ons to help me do this button project a little quicker. Yeah? Well, bonus points if it happens to be one that is free. If it's not one that's free, well, I may still look into it. Because I'm going to need a lot of storage space for picking up items. And I'm also going to need a way to carry a lot of rails, because I'm going to have to put in a lot of rails and packed ice for this project. Ah, there's the problem. That's CurseForge. I, unfortunately, cannot use CurseForge stuff on PlayStation. PlayStation can't use that stuff. It can only use what's on the marketplace. It can only use what's on the Minecraft marketplace. So that's where I was mostly asking about. Which really stinks, because if I could use the CurseForge stuff, oh, believe me, I would be looking to see what was there, and I'd be looking to find something good. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's possible to do that from PlayStation. The only way that I've ever found to be able to move a Bedrock Edition world from PlayStation to PC has been to use a realm to download a copy of the world from the realm to the PC, and then you've got that copy. I've used that method before to preserve worlds that I might otherwise have risk losing in the event something happened to my system. But that was a while back. That was months ago. Months ago. Might have actually been a year ago by now, or more. And then would transfer over to the realm, and from there back to PlayStation. I don't know how that would work. Unfortunately, that kind of thing delves a little bit into the technical side, and I'm not as knowledgeable on that. Redo it? Or find a new way to do it? What do you mean? What you mean, Nofeek? I will admit, I've been tempted to find a way to port this world over to Java Edition, or, if necessary, start the seed over fresh on Java. My one stipulation to doing that to myself is I would want to use the same seed. But I don't know. I don't know if even that's possible. There we go. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's see. I may try to do something like that. Hey, Elson! Good to see you! Yes, I do. No, Feek. I do actually have Java Edition. I have played Java Edition here and there. I have played around with mods on Java Edition. And I would love to do so more. It actually makes me almost wonder if I shouldn't go ahead and take this seed into the pack that I've been trying to assemble and play around on that as a thing on the side. I've been thinking about doing that. I might still end up doing that. We'll see. We shall see. So how you doing, Olsen? You doing good? I hope so. And hey, to everybody who is watching, if you have not done it yet, and you're enjoying the content, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, okay? It helps the channel out, helps me out, way more than you might think. Like I was saying, Nofeek, I have considered restarting this world on Java. I would just have to figure out a good mod pack. Preferably one with certain particular mods that I really would want to have in it. But I think I'd do that on the side of trying to continue this world, at least for a time. But I don't know. I don't know. I might do that, though. I might do that. My hope is to have Galabor, the original, this one, still be our forever world for this channel on Bedrock Edition. Well, I know ATM 10 refers to all the mods 10. Because it's basically supposed to be all the major mods that are out there. All the major techie and magic-y mods. It's supposed to be all that stuff. All the major big-time mods that are out there for whatever version the pack was made for. Whether that be 1.18, 1.20, or, hey, it'd be amazing if they'd already done one for 1.21.1. Excuse me. Pardon me just a second. I need some water. Excuse me. I hear a witch making little chuckles. It's concerning. Whenever you hear a witch's cackle in this game, you know it's trouble. On one hand, I want to say don't call yourself that. On the other hand, I have to say that sounds relatively interesting. You know what I've been thinking? I've just been thinking. There is a way I could set this up to make things just a little bit easier for me. Swift Sneak. If I can get the Swift Sneak enchantment on my leggings, I'll be able to crawl at the same pace as I would walk. Now, what's the big deal about that? Well, if I'm crawling, I could dig a 1x1 tunnel and just dig it, place rails, mirror that to the sides, and just keep going. And then when I'm ready, I can use those rails to pick up all the items I break that are broken down from the tunnel as I break it. Assuming that I do get to a point where I can do that quickly. Kind of lost track of what I was saying there. At the moment, Nofeek, I'm trying to dig a long underground tunnel to connect up two of my bases. I call it the BUTN project. The Base Underground Transportation Network Project. My objective is to get this tunnel dug out, even if only partially, out to 6,000 blocks from world spawn. So that I have plenty of distance from which to dig tunnels branching off to any other base that I build on this world. And if I happen to gather a whole bunch of ore in the process with my Silk Touch pick, well, that's just good business. As a certain character from a certain show would say. Well, that's just good business. But admittedly, it is slow going. So I'm almost tempted to make another quote from that character. This venture is no longer profitable. But this venture is, in fact, profitable because I'm getting a lot of ore, I'm breaking down a lot of blocks, and we are making progress. It's just slow but steady. But this does kind of make me wish we had a tool that could break bigger tunnels. And I say that partly because of my exposure to Java Edition and the mods that can be found therein. Here we go round the mining realm, mining realm, mining realm. Here we are now, we're mining on through the underground. Well now, my friend, we're mining down, mining down, mining down. Well now, my friend, we're mining down through all of the underground. We're digging out to 5,000 blocks, then 6,000 blocks away from the world spawn. I say this is what we are out to do here. But why must we go out that far, out that far, out that far? Why must we go out that far? Because we want to connect. Alright, 2,000 blocks out. It's a good start on that bit. Let's run back and pick up what we can, if anything. Here we go, friends, we're mining on, mining on, mining on. Here we go, friends, we're mining on through all of the underground. We're digging on through the mine now. Come now, my friends, let's go dig for treasure. There is so much we could find here, but we must dig to find all there is to find. Diamonds. Whenever I'm digging tunnels like this, I end up wishing that the excavator tool was a thing in vanilla. It's basically a pickaxe that can dig a 3x3. So if I looked at this block and broke it, the 3 blocks to its left, 3 blocks to its right, the block above it, and the block below it would all get broken in one swing. I seriously wish I could have that here on PlayStation. Unfortunately, I don't think we can. If we are able to do it, that's news to me, because I didn't know there was a mod, or rather an add-on on the marketplace that made that possible. But if there is, I would like to know the name of it, please. Because I seriously want that functionality. It would make my life with this project so much easier. It would make it all go so much smoother. Hum bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum 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 da-da-dum bum ba-dum ba. Ba-da-dee-da-dum ba-dum ba. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The wind blew up or bowed him down. Below my bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on our away wheel bore The captain called all hands and swore he'd take the whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. I've just lost track of where I was. See, that's what I was telling Ryan about earlier. I get these brain fog moments that are so bad. 1 second I know what I'm doing, the next second I'm like, what just happened? Can anyone tell me what I was thinking? Because I have no idea. And I'm not even really exaggerating that much. That happens to me sometimes. But then, we all do. We all have those moments sometimes, don't we? Don't we? Please tell me we all do. Please assure me that we all do, otherwise I feel really, really unsettled. I've kind of been assuming that everybody has moments like that. If it's not an everybody has moments like that thing, then I am actually quite concerned. Oh well. If that's not the case, then I just got particularly potent brain fog. Fog as thick as peanut butter. And no, I do not mean pea soup. You eat what you like, I'll eat what I like. There we go. We need to take these ores up topside with us. Woo! Whee! Ruppo! Alright, let's put these ores away for the moment. Actually, wait a minute. Give me the redstone, give me the lapis. I want to use that stuff to get some XP. It's an easy way to get some XP back. Go up here. Check and see if it's daytime. It is not, so we go to bed. I'm out of water. Gonna have to refill that very soon. I've got to stay hydrated. Hello, Leo! Hello, hello, my friend. How are you doing? Doing alright? I hope you're doing real good, my dude. It's been a little while. I'm doing pretty good, my friend. I'm doing pretty good. Just working on my latest in-game project, the BUTN project. which, if you haven't heard what that is, that's Base Underground Transportation Network. BUTN. Button. At the moment, I'm trying to get some XP from breaking down some of this ore that we've been accumulating. And there's a lot of it. Wow, more than I realized. Good grief. I'm also thinking about possibly looking to see if any free add-ons exist on the marketplace to make it so that I have an easier time digging the massive tunnel that is the BUTN project. There's a bunch of coal here. Probably could have done something with that. I am seriously thinking I may need to look into what add-ons are on the marketplace and see if any of them happen to be the kind that can be used to make the mining effort easier somehow. Because I just do not know. What am I hearing? I'm hearing a minecart. Oh! I know what that minecart I'm hearing is. Because I was hearing a minecart. I know what it is. Yep, it's the super cooker. It is the super cooker. Which at some point, I really ought to fill this thing up with a bunch of kelp and get it to cook it up for me for more fuel. Speaking of cooking, I haven't checked my fridge in a while. My ice boxes. Let's get these feathers out of here. At some point, I gotta figure out something to do with all these feathers. Way too many feathers. And I'm not using them just for arrows. Or I'd rather not do that. Well, I may have to look into the add-on thing. But for right now, I think that's actually going to do it for this session, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to let me know by leaving likes and comments, subscribing if you haven't done it yet, checking out the About page for links to other pages with more content and ways to support the channel, sharing the channel with your friends, and of course, by smacking that good old notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. And with that all being said, thank you again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the world's virtual. And I'll see y'all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!